Hello fellow YouTubers and welcome back to the channel. This is your guy Christopher Watson of Crack Media, and I hope y'all have been having a good day because my day was pretty decent. It started out kind of like rainy, gloomy, but sun shining. It is kind of humid, but anyway, I wanted to talk about today, as you can tell from the title of the video, Carspotting Season 1, Episode 3. In this episode, they actually, Carlos and his team, they actually find a square acre like piece of land that has a lot of cars. The theme I'm catching here with this show is that there are a lot of car hoarders everywhere. And what I mean by car hoarders is that they purchase cars probably for cheap and say they're gonna fix them, but they never fix them. Like, they never ever repair them. They never restore them. They never do anything that should be done. So that's a whole nother issue for another day. But anyway, basically they find this 100 square acre land that this guy has, like an old suicide Lincoln and I think a Cougar, and he also has a 1968 Mustang convertible. Okay, now you may think like a Mustang, like that's, a very, what's the word I'm looking for? A very common build, and that's true, but because it's a Mustang, you have so many different options to actually restore or build that type of car. So I mean, you can go with the small block V8, big block V8, small displacement V8, big displacement V8, supercharged V8, twin turbo, V8. It's just a lot of different options. But anyway, in this show, they actually deal with restoring a 1968 Ford Mustang convertible, and their original plan was to just build a nice hot rod and convertible. They buy this Mustang for $1,800 from the guy with this 100 acre land. $1,800 is not bad for a convertible Mustang, but anyway, and Carlos's original plan was to like maybe put 20-30 grand into a build and then flip the car for like 50,000. Okay, as they start to do the cleaning up of the car, they find that the car had been in an accident, been repaired a few different times. So I mean, it's kind of not ideal, It's not ideal really to build a car like that. So basically it's gonna have some new body parts. Anyway, I'm talking kind of slow. Basically, they get to this, they start to build the car, but then Carlos has a change of heart. He's like, you know what? How we actually lock in a buyer before we start, before we finish building the car, which is the smart thing to do. I mean, you already have, if you have somebody locked into buying the car, you're gonna have some money locked in, probably gonna put a deposit down. So I think that's a smart decision on Carlos's part. Anyway, they lock in a price of like $55,000 for a Mustang restoration, and the buyer actually wants a Shelby GT350 replica. Now, if you're a Mustang head or a Mustang enthusiast, then in 1968, sorry about that, in 1968, there were only 404 convertible GT350s produced. Okay, so the rarity of that car is pretty up there. So to do a replica is pretty awesome. Okay, anyway, they go through the build. Carlos and his buddies actually end up buying a 2 Volkswagen 1960s, late 1960s Volkswagen vans / buses. You know, like the classic hippie van or bus. They buy a couple of those to flip. Now, according to Carlos, you can actually flip those cars pretty easily as long as they have a running engine, and they can actually be flipped pretty easily overseas as well. So, I mean, I don't think that's a bad idea, but it's, you know, it's kind of risky because you have to find buyers that are trustworthy, and then you have to use a shipping, you know, a shipping service to get the cars overseas. But I mean, I like the idea. So anyway, he ends up buying these two vans for like $10,000, and then buys a cheap engine to put in both of them, and he sells them for $18,000. I mean, he made a profit. That's basically, you know, that's basically what you want to do when you're flipping cars. So anyway, he gets through the build. I have to say, looking at what they do, looking at their restoration process, this team is pretty legit. I think they know what they're doing. They don't cut steps, as far as I can tell. Obviously, this is a TV show, so they cut things out, but the quality of the builds actually look pretty top notch. The engine used in this restoration was a 306 cubic inch V8 Ford crate motor. The engine would be producing about 390 horsepower, and like I said, the Mustang is actually pretty clean. It's like an orange, not a regular orange color, but like a nice orange metallic color with some matte, this sounds kind of crazy, but like sparkly matte stripes. The car looks pretty sick. I mean, to be honest with you, I would drive it myself, and I'm not a convertible fan. So, like I said, overall, I think the quality of their builds is pretty legit. Carlos he's a business-minded guy, so he wants to make sure that the restorations are top-notch so that he can continue to have business. So I think Carspotting, in this episode, you can tell that Carlos is trying to ensure that, you know, if we can lock in buyers to buy our supply, or, you know, our builds, then we're going to constantly have, you know, word of mouth referrals to continue to build cars, continue to make nice restoration builds, and that's what the business of restoration and flipping is about. You know, if you have a good word of mouth, good reputation, then, you know, you can make money all day, every day. So I'm liking this. I'm liking this show so far. I think that Carlos and Pedro and Nico, being so young, I think they know what they're doing, or they're trying to do everything right. So, I mean, we'll see how everything plays out. Like I said, the quality of the builds are top notch. The humor, I say substance, I don't know if that's a good word, but the content of the show is pretty legit. So I'm going to give this time a 4 out of 5 stars, because I'm becoming even more interested in this show, because these guys I think they really like what they're doing, and I think they're really trying to do the best that they can. So again, when y'all watch this, y'all tell me what you think. I mean, if you want to. Obviously, you're not obligated to comment, but if you've ever seen a show, tell me what you think about the show. I mean, do you think the show's legit? Do you think their builds are legit? Do you think that their quality is legit? Because if not, I want to know. Like, am I being just stupid, or am I like seriously seeing what they're doing and appreciating it? But anyway, thank y'all for checking this video out again. We'll catch y'all on the next video. Next video should actually be like the next video is going to be about my MR2 build. You'll see some stuff about the engine and what's been going on with this. So We will catch y'all on the next video. Thank y'all for checking us out, and make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel.